I absolutely love my job, but I felt completely unfulfilled. What's going on, guys? I'm Braden Wirtz. If this is your first time to my channel, make sure you hit subscribe. I continue to over-deliver insane value to you guys every day to grow you personally and financially as well. Alright guys, so today I want to talk to you about why I quit a job I absolutely loved. I've been getting asked this question quite a lot because people do know I used to love my job as a firefighter, and they want to know why I actually went forward and quit my job. So in June of 2015, I started recruit school as a firefighter and paramedic, and I went through with some amazing people, some that I still see on a weekly basis as some of my best friends from recruit school. I still see a lot of my crew occasionally, and I've made some lifelong friendships in the fire department. My crew became super close to me. It is kind of stereotypical what you'd see in movies or TV shows, that you do get really close to your crew. And the part that I quit, the reason I quit wasn't kind of what you'd think. It wasn't a lot of other firefighters' gripes and the getting up in the middle of the night to go just lift someone up off a couch, or it wasn't the lack of sleep, the mandatory overtime, it wasn't the bureaucratic stuff. I absolutely love my job, but I felt completely unfulfilled. I thought 20 years down the road, if I'm still doing this, I can only be here. I can only make this much. And it's not all about money, but money is a big thing. And no disrespect to anybody who isn't in a 9-to-5 or is a firefighter or paramedic. I have great respect for you guys. But from my experience and from seeing other entrepreneurs, an entrepreneur is going to feel suffocated in a job like that. And so me, mentally, I just could not devote my absolute 100% passion into it, even though I loved it, is because 20 years down the road, I knew that this was basically the max that I could achieve. And not only that, but most firefighters, most paramedics would get off shift. They work a 24-48 schedule typically. All over the country, it's a little bit different, but 24-48 is kind of the standard. And you'll get off your shift, and then they would go work, another job. They'd work a landscaping job. They'd have their own business, whatever. And there's some guys that are completely fulfilled doing that. I just didn't see myself being away from my family all the time. I did not like the thought of that. I don't have kids yet, and I don't plan to have kids for a while, but I knew down the road that wasn't going to sit well with me, that I was going to have to, work mandatory overtime. And then I potentially was even going to have to work another job just to be able to support my family, but I wasn't even going to be able to see my family because I was working all the time. During this time, I started hearing about online marketing. I started hearing about Amazon FBA, affiliate marketing, all these different opportunities. And even growing up, from the time I was probably 12 or 13, I knew I wanted to own a business of some sort at some period of my life. I have always had the entrepreneurial bug. And so, this was always in the back of my mind. When am I actually going to go forward and start something? So then I started seeing all this stuff online, and it started to resonate with me. And I was like, I love this stuff. I've always loved marketing, even when I was in college. And so it really excited me, and it got me really looking into it. About the time that I actually started experimenting with affiliate marketing, I was really researching Amazon FBA. My wife and I went to Thailand for the first time. We've been to Thailand a couple times now, but we went to Thailand the first time. She had vacation time as a nurse, and I had vacation time as a firefighter. It worked out perfectly. We went to Thailand for about 12 days the first time. And so towards the end of the trip, we went on a boat cruise, and on this cruise, almost everybody was in e-commerce in some way, shape, or form. And a lot of the guys on there were sellers on Amazon. They did Amazon FBA. And so this fired me up. This got me very into it and passionate. So as soon as I got back, this became my full-on passion, and I knew what I wanted to do. And so I dove headfirst into it. But not only did I dive headfirst into Amazon FBA, I also dove headfirst into Shopify dropshipping. Shopify dropshipping is what ended up working out for me. and it really took off very fast. I was able to scale very quickly to the point that it was hard to balance both. Even though I had those 48 hours off, my days on shift were spent anytime I wasn't on a call or doing training with the crew. I was spending time doing customer service and fulfilling orders. And so it was getting really hard to manage both, especially since it was still scaling and I wanted to keep it scaling. And so in October of 2017, my wife called me towards the end of the shift, and she's like, you're going to have to make a decision whether to stay as a firefighter or whether you're going to do this full time, or you're just going to, you're going to have to choose. And she was right, and I knew it was coming. We just didn't know when. And it got to the point that, I made the decision, and people always ask, was it a tough decision? It was a tough decision in that I was leaving a job that I loved, one, and two, my crew became family to me. And so that was what was tough, but it was not tough to leave to be an entrepreneur, a full-time entrepreneur. People always ask, do I regret doing it? No, not in one bit do I regret quitting the job I loved as a firefighter to be a full-time entrepreneur. Doing what I do now, having e-commerce businesses, a digital marketing agency, I'm doing consulting. I'm absolutely passionate about this. And, I set my own hours, and people always talk about setting your own hours. I work way more now than I did as a firefighter, but I enjoy almost every minute of it. I'm absolutely fired up for it. And yes, I really enjoyed going into fires. I know a lot of people, if you're not in the fire service, you might think that's crazy, but I love the adrenaline rush of it, and just going into a burning building was just insane. I love being able to help people as a paramedic, but now I'm feeling really fulfilled by helping others start their own businesses so that they can quit jobs that they probably don't like. Even though I love being a firefighter, I would say the bulk majority of the workforce doesn't like their job. But I just wanted to go ahead and bring this story to you guys, because I have this asked quite often, is why would I quit a job I absolutely loved? I feel like a lot of people, they can relate to this, or it's even more so for them that, they're an entrepreneur and they're stuck in a job they hate. If you're an entrepreneur and you're stuck in a job you hate, that's rough. And I know how you feel. You need to go ahead and, grind it out. If you're working 9 to 5, then when you get off, get home, eat dinner real quick and get right to work, and work till 2 in the morning, and then get up and go to work and do it all over again. Do it until you can actually have your business as your full-time job. And it will happen, guys. If you put in the work, you grind, you hustle, you really become knowledgeable on what to do, you guys will be able to do it. So I just want to bring that to you guys today. I hope that you were able to find some value in it. I continue to over-deliver insane value to you guys every day to grow you personally and financially as well. If you could, please leave me a like on this. Leave in the comments below if you're stuck in a job that you don't like, or if you actually do like your job you're in now, but you're jumping into the whole entrepreneurial game. I'd love to chat with you about that. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. Keep grinding, y'all, and I'll see you in the next video.